Hi, this is Steve. Welcome to another episode of The Walk. Today will be a little bit of an adventure because I'm not sure how far I can get with my walk in this particular area. I'm in a different park in a different area that seems to have suffered some storm damage. I consider this video blog, or whatever it is, on YouTube to be somewhat of a putting a face and mannerisms with the written text of a lot of what I do on Facebook. I'm known to put the occasional rant up on Facebook about this or that. And today I suggested that part of the problem is that I'm getting old. I am 68 last fall. And a lot of culture, much more recently, maybe post-COVID or even after that, just the last year or so, seems to have whisked on by, and I'm increasingly not able to relate. Words have changed their meanings. Cultural context that I typically have been accustomed to doesn't mean, if I use an expression, less and less people get what I mean. There's more of a disconnect in language between how I would express something now and how the average person half my age would, or less, would express it. Make sure I know where I'm going here. I don't want to fall off into the creek. Anyway, so today, just a little while ago, I posted on Facebook saying, now my phone is subjecting me to the same kind of routine. I asked Siri to identify a song, which I should know who it was. It was a song that was well past my era, but it was the grunge era. It was on the background music at a place where I was. And I said, Siri, what's this song? And Siri identified the song. And I said, thank you. And Siri said, no problem. I went, oh no. That's like one of my trigger phrases, no problem. You might notice I'm not walking right now. I'm trying to negotiate some terrain to find the trail again. I'm by a river. The trail used to go back this way, but it doesn't seem like it does now. So retreat, go the other way. We get to see where I just walked as I walked back. Anyway, so I said to Siri, taking the older meaning that it's a phrase that I have problems with, and I've talked about this on Facebook before. No problem insinuates to me that there would be some sort of problem because of your behavior, but I'll forgive you this time. In other words, we'll let it slide is sort of equivalent to no problem. And I know that's not really what people mean by that today, but it does sound like that to me sometimes when people say, can I park here? No problem. Okay, would there ordinarily be a problem? Are you trying to pick a fight with me? No. You said no problem as opposed to, like you decide what is and isn't a problem between us. The normal state being that of conflict as opposed to being non-conflict. In other words, having a beef, as the old saying went, with one another. I got a beef with you over that means let's fight, or it's close to that. And no problem sounds like, okay, well, you're pushing it, but I'll let it slide. I'm sure none of this is meant by my phone when I said that, but that's okay. That's how I take it. And that means I'm old. That means I don't understand modern context. So then, asking Siri if there might be a potential conflict between us, Siri said, "I'm sorry." Now that's another one. It's funny. "I'm sorry" used to mean, and I think this is what Siri meant, "I'm sympathetic toward your position." Now, apparently, "I'm sorry" just means I'd like to apologize. So I've been guilty of this myself. Someone is saying, "I'm going through a hard time," and I say, "I'm sorry," and they reply, "Well, it's not your fault." I didn't mean to insinuate that it ever was my fault, just that I was expressing sympathy for your condition and offering to help if I could rectify that in some way. Anyway, silly processes for the first nice warm day, though it's coming to a close now. It's about sunset, of a nice day to go for a walk, and just some fun thoughts regarding modern versus antique fossil here, use of English and expressions. And if you're going through something, I'm sorry. And I want to let you know that there will never be a problem with anybody unless they are really in my face. And I hope not even then. I would hope that we could work it out. Thanks for listening.